Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hello, Plaguebird, Eldazare, N Controls, Broad Metal Luck 2, Master Maticus, Igladub, Fennec Phoenix, Ulfadin, Schrodinger, Curseword, Dr. Vishnevsky, Igladub, The Chaucer. I'm starting to run out of memory space to know if I've said a name. Bim Bam. Despotsini. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, one and all. So the queue is broken, but maybe it'll be fixed here in just a moment. So let's have a moment of reflection. There is no reason that I should be on attempt 4 of this. I didn't and still don't think of this as a challenge run. Here's why. In previous things that I've labeled as challenge run, it has been because there is some condition that is putting real pressure on the team to do something within a certain time frame. So in the win streak series where I did every origin in the game where I beat Block Monolith by day 150, it was the day 150 constraint, right? So there was a hard limit that forced at least a little bit, some amount of risk that had to be done carefully so that the team could grow. In the No Towns challenge, it was an extreme version of that, where wage pressure, keeping up with the world scaling where we could even do camps that could get us named items, stuff like that, was putting real pressure on the team to be very efficient. This run does not have that. It doesn't. There is no time pressure. We pay out like 5 crowns in wages to our brothers at like max level. Our daily wages are like 50. And we're able to visit towns, etc., etc. There is no reason for me to let the company get wiped except for hubris and a lack of basic intelligence. This is a skill issue. I'm just playing bad. That's the honest answer. Is your broadcast briggy has failed. This is a personal failing. This is not a challenge. The only danger is taking a fight that shouldn't be taken. The fight that ended the Dregs 3 just shouldn't have happened. It turns out that when the opponent, as Darcia123 says in chat, this is nicely phrased. Overcoming hubris is the real challenge. When it was the conditions of the game that I had to fight against, eventually I could overcome. But when it turns out that I have to overcome my own self, I can't do it. This is like that time where Link had to fight a mirror of himself, and it's like the hardest boss in the game. Oops, sorry, I bumped my mic there. So anyway, this is the run. That's the plan. We got a new version of the mod from the Chaucer, which has a special little treat in it, which was unexpected, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Dregs 4. Big PP energy. The promised potential is real. She's crying. Is that a good flag? I think we have to pick the right flag. Beggars can't be choosers, so they do the fights they shouldn't. See, we can be choosers. That's the thing. We can be. To quote possible next game, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. It is. And we're not going to die this time. Let's go with the classic. I like this flag. The simplicity of the Raven. This is nice. This feels correct to me. So let's roll with it. So, the extra little unexpected bonus to the Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. The origin is, you know, admittedly a little strange, but we're gonna roll with it. The Chaucer sent me a new version of the origin last night, and it included this little delight. If you look closely, that's just me. So I'm joining you this time on the field of battle, my brothers. No special rules here. If I die, the campaign continues. I'm just dead. If I don't reach my promised potential, I'm getting fired, okay? So I maybe have joined the squad, but I'm, you know, this is an avatar of myself. I now have something invested in this like all of you. So I'm in on this now. Mice Man Bonanza, hello, hello. Yeah, one of us. What is that special trait? Well, the traits are normal. Oh, the one here, that's just naked. That's just something that happens from the mod. So if you do that on any brother, they'll have the naked. It's not even really a trait. It's like a debuff, even though it appears on this list. So isn't Slurgy just all bald men? You know, the funny thing is when I made some of the custom emotes in Twitch. So like when I made, you know, some of, I'll just put a few of them in chat. Like all these ones. It was weirdly easy to do when I opened up the, you know, just my image editing software and like plunked a random picture I found of myself onto the models. And I was like, I guess my Germanic roots are showing or whatever. Like I don't know. My proportions are just a Battle Brothers figurine. Whatever. Is Slurgy a player character? No. Slurgy's just a regular beggar. Just like the rest of y'all, right? Slurgy's just a regular dude. And if he dies, he dies. If he lives, he lives. If he doesn't reach his potential, he gets the axe. If he's not any good, he's gonna get benched. He doesn't look very good. So the muscles on the bro look a little you don't know what's going on under this shirt. They're maybe a little different. They're a little different. The hardest part was getting an angle that would work to be converted. Fair enough. If you look closely at the bottom right, Slurgy doesn't have legs, just like, exactly. Right? What you see on screen is actually approximately the same cutoff point. Only I do have arms, which is a little weird, but. Is it just the four? You'd have to ask the Chaucer on that. I don't know. So we'll still bring in the Chaucer as the next character on the list. And then we'll pick from the queue. Good boy, George. Whoa. There we go. And the queue, there are some brothers in the queue because I started one up on Friday night just to make sure I had something to work with. I am hoping that the queue just starts working here in a moment. It seems to pick random moments to start. And in the future, I'm gonna have to come up with a different system. I did look yesterday to see if I could come up with something. And I didn't see a good alternative. So at least that didn't involve like installing an entire other bot, and some of the parameters for their queuing systems didn't appeal to me. So anyway, all right. We're gonna get rocking and rolling here. Oh yeah, so what's going on with these brothers? You've queued for the role of Arabot? You'd have to tell the bot that. I don't control these things. All right. Yeah, in fact, this is exactly as Sir Kel says. This is precisely why I ended the previous stream with a new queue. So you can link Twitch subs to Discord and raffle people from another Discord bot. Yeah, we could do that, and maybe that would be a good thing to look into. So I don't know. I just wish this thing would work because it's actually like a pretty slick system when it's working. Like it works pretty well. I know you guys can't see it, but I've got like a nice on-screen thing where I can see all the stuff, which is nice, but oh well. Hopefully it just starts working here. So let's take a look at what we've got for these brothers. So Slurgy. it's not very good. The only thing that I do like about Slurgy is the initiative. Unfortunately, the perk groups don't play into that. A goofy thing we could do would be turning that initiative into calculated strikes, which is like kind of okay. Calculated strikes can go with hammers. It's not like he's completely terrible. Like, it's a high roll in the secondaries, which is good. So this is probably just going to be like a hammer phalanx, maybe with calculated strikes, because we do want the hammers to attack early too. I see we didn't make it. Yeah, we didn't make it. And yes, that is a broadcast, Briggy. Good boy, George. You found calculated strikes to be just sort of unusable. I found it to be difficult to use. I guess the other option for Slurgy is could do like a spear bro, a phalanx spear bro. I guess that would be fitting. But I don't know. Not the best brother. So sometimes art imitates life. All right, now let's look at the Chaucer. The Chaucer, wow, a lot going on here. NCTRLS, thank you for the sub. New tech has appeared. That's right. I've got on-screen notifications. That way I, because the way I reworked things, I don't see it when it happens. So it's like, I'll just make it on screen so I can see it. That's a nice on-screen. Well, thank you. And some enemies just have high initiative, so the initiative loss always matters. Yeah, it's true. It's tough. I will say the one thing going for calculated strikes and like hammers is that the enemies who are heavily armored are also slow. And so that's the ones that you want to smash through their armor. Purple haze in my brain. Thank you for the sub. I must see it again. And you'll notice that blue outline, that's the same blue outline as like the legendary items in game. The little details matter. The font choice, that's just the same one from the game. You need to point out that you survived last run. True. That's true. That's true. Okay, so then looking back at the Chaucer here, I think this brother's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna put like phalanx of some kind. We've got another phalanx situation here. I like that they've both got the shield mastery. I think that can work pretty well. I don't like that the Chaucer is a bleeder, but that's fine. We've got pretty good defense, so could potentially do like parry on this brother. Pretty defensive. You're not a huge fan of the font, actually. It works in game, but in another context it looks off. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, that's why I just had it be people's names in chat. So if you look at the on-screen chat, the regular text, I agree that it's not super readable for a block of text. Small caps works in some contexts, but not others. Okay, and then looking at good boy George here. All right, this is the blessed run. Look at this, shield mastery on everyone. That's pretty good. Pretty good stats here. Low primaries, that's kind of the theme here. But good secondaries, at least for a beggar, cripple, and refugee. So same deal here. Cool. Yeah, the queue is off again. I'm hoping it just starts working soon. If it doesn't... Starter phalanx? Yeah, so I think the idea is, you know... Up the Arctic, thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. The phalanx perk is just really good. Like, it just is. And I think that'll be a nice way of getting the squad in a good, safe, survivable point once we hit level 4 and we're able to take the Phalanx perk. So without further ado, let's get cracking. I wonder if it's after those automated messages. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, and Broad Metallic 2 did the gift sub. Okay, thank you to Broad Metallic 2 for gifting that to Up the Arctic. Okay, that I realize my alerts make it confusing now. Okay, I'll have to rework some of that. So, you just killed the Kraken, lost one backliner with 100 attack. How did you fight it? That's the real question. All right, so we're gonna start this one pretty similar to how we've started the others. If we're able to get super cheap gear, especially like hats, we're gonna buy them when we see them. Hats, bludgeons, knives, things like that. Tools here are ultra cheap. I wonder what so in vanilla, what you often want to do is buy gear that is broken because it's cheaper in the store. And also in vanilla, it often makes sense to fix up items before resale. I wonder if, what is the tools per point in Battle Brothers? I should know this. Of all the numbers that I should know. So 1 point of tools is 15 points of item durability. All right, let's do a little math. Because I'm curious, because I'm pretty sure this butter knife is not the correct. Like, it's not, right, so this is, we're gonna do a tiny bit of math. So it's 19 points of durability. So it is 1.26 units of tools. If we say that a unit of tools is 10, which is actually, you know, a really good rate for tools, then this is an additional like 12 added to its price. So it comes out to like 34. So unless I did the math on that totally wrong, and even that's a pretty good tool rate. I should probably do tools at a cost of 250 because that's a more common purchasing price. So it probably comes out to closer to, yeah, probably like something closer to like 40 if I do it like that. I didn't do the math, but Ulfadin's probably about right. So I think actually buying the fixed up knife is a better deal. So, just as you have faith that Slurgy will defeat this challenge, you also have faith that the gates of the queue will open. I also believe that. You think we should buy shields here? I think shields are interesting. I do think one early regular wooden shield could be good. Does it make that much of a difference? No, it doesn't. Right? The difference in price here, but I think this is the one time where you need to be pretty careful about what you're spending. So I think it kind of does make a difference, actually. I think that's probably just, I think that's true. Is it a new queue or the same queue? No, it's a new queue. It's a new queue. So we're just gonna hope that it just starts working here soon. I think buying an early wooden shield could be good. So let's get 1 shield, 2 hats, and a leather tunic for sure. And we'll get a thick tunic and these things. So now all of these brothers can be, the starting squad can be fully geared up. And we're gonna do return stolen item. We need payment in advance. Lovely. We accept. Bum ba-dum 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 bum bum bum. And then we go the other way. Joke's on you, Reinberg. Four to 6 peasants is probably too tough for us right now. So. Okay. Did we get wiped again? Sure did. All right, so no one to hire here. Anything I want to do before I cancel the contract? WTF, is that the Slurgy's face is one of the dudes? It sure is. I think one early pitchfork is actually pretty good. I've been liking the pitchforks. I thought that did really well last run. I think they were worth the price. Let's go ahead and get it. Maybe even 2. Yeah, I think they're pretty good, actually. All right, so we're going to accept another contract and cancel it. Get advanced payment. The only thing that is a tad concerning is you didn't have a chance to test with all the helmets and the glowy eyes. Oh, sure. Yeah, also, I think it's a little slow to tab between units, or at least it was in the previous screen. And if somehow that causes the game to become unstable or crash or something, I'll try to, you can use like BB Edit to change cosmetics probably, or maybe I can go to the barber and fix it. I'm not sure, but we'll address that when the time comes. Is the Slurgy available in the barber shop? I don't know. It's a good question. You'd have to ask the Chowser. All right, so we need more payment in advance. Perfect. I accept. Not delusional. Thank you for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Hello, hello. That's right, we got some new tech here. It's not available in the barbershop. Slurgy is unique. A special flower. So, should I go north or south? I guess either way. We're right in the center. Let's just go north because I think the town density is higher. And we're going to wait to cancel. Thorgal Agerson, thank you for the subscription. I guess we're not going to go north because that's a dead end. Just kidding. Sayers, thank you for the sub. You guys are very, very generous this morning. I do appreciate that. Setaz, thank you for the sub. Holy buckets! Oh wait, is this a gift? Oh, okay. It was Ananas giving a bunch of gift subs out. Hey, thank you very much to Ananas. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. The alerts to show when it's gift subs and stuff. I didn't really troubleshoot it I can't troubleshoot it in reality. I can only troubleshoot I don't know. The alert itself, I guess. So, Fennec Phoenix, thank you for gifting the sub to Z G. And is the queue still broken? It is. Backseating, thank you for the sub. The people who pay for the cacos. I mean, it was a... Who made the suggestion? Shoot, I wish I could remember. Credits to whoever made the suggestion. It's a brilliant one. All right, so unfortunately, dusk is denied. Oh, and let's open a notepad to make a new thing we're tracking. Forest northeast. Raider, so I think that means Briggies. Regular Briggies. And it is northeast of Salamander Festa? It's a weird name. I accept it. Backseating and Fulio, thank you for the subscriptions. Very much appreciated. Okay. So, we want to see the recruits here because that's like the most important thing for us early on. I guess we should see if this road continues on. That's what really matters. Your flock cacaws? So it does. Okay. So I guess we'll just chill here till it becomes sunrise. Okay. And nobody. Sad. Let's see what else is here, that way we can feel sad about. Any named items, named gear, famed weapons? Wow, this town sucks. What start is potentially stronger in your mind? Peasant Militia or Dovco Cultist? Are you talking about in Vanilla Battle Brothers? In Vanilla Battle Brothers, I suspect that the best late game strength, like ultra late game, is going to be, I suppose, cultists, but actually the stronger than those two is going to be anatomists, if you're wanting an absolute answer. But between those two, I don't know. I guess Peasant Militia is awfully good. Having an extra 4 brothers maybe is better. It's certainly better like in the mid game. Like it's better in the early mid game. Cultists takes a really long time to get off the ground. So there's pretty cheap dogs here. Dogs are really good. What you sipping on? Kirkland lemon. Lemon sparkling water. 344 is like a tiny bit expensive, but the dogs themselves are super good. 2 dogs can solo 4 peasants. Sometimes they can, but it's not super safe. Kirkland lemon, yeah, lemon sparkling water. So Kirkland is just Costco's brand. Jim Tonic, hello, hello. Nice to see a EU-friendly BB stream. Yes, EU-friendly start time. Yeah, I don't know. That pretty much bankrupts us, though. And doesn't leave us much money for hiring. Though I suppose we can raid caravans. So everything we've seen so far has been this same faction. House Rumolt. So the buy-sell price is a little bit hurt. So actually these could be cheaper if we hadn't canceled those contracts. I'm gonna buy them. All right, we need allies. Lord knows we need allies. Let's see if this is a dead end to this resource. It is, okay. And then we will continue on. We're gonna be canceling another contract here soon. Could possibly attack these peasants. Thinking about it. Have we seen EA Nasir yet? Not yet. No high quality copper. Not particularly valuable trade goods there. And also not here in Rheinberg. If this faction ends up being really big, I don't want to upset them too much. I feel like the peasants might even kick you. I mean, now that we got 2 war dogs, I think it's okay. I think you wait to see the map before attacking. Yeah, there's no wage pressure. Although, I mean, that said, there's no, there's plenty of time to recover relations too. And rebuild them. So what are we down to? Cold. So they probably will go hostile. Yeah, gear is good, right? We're actually... Oh, I should have equipped some of these things. All right, Good Boy George has got the most hit points. So actually, let's give him this stuff. Then we'll give him a bludgeon and a shield. And then we'll equip these dogs. And we should be able to do it with the dogs. These rolls seem to have rolled pretty well. Yeah, I think so. If it's 6, I think we struggle. Okay, it's 4. So they're probably not going to move from there. All right, this seems doable. Oh, oops. Slurgy is too fast. So we're going to very delicately and carefully move forward. We're probably going to blow up this guy and then like stand on these high ground hexes, especially if we can get like the dogs up on the high ground hexes. So maybe we need to go around the tree this way. I'm gonna do that and see how they react. They may reposition themselves. Let's see if they do. Nope, okay. Okay, here they are repositioning themselves. What is this guy doing? That makes me pretty tempted to just release a dog. Or even if I get stunned, this really doesn't do any damage. Right, so moving in melee here might be good, actually. So we're gonna wait here and then release a dog in the second half of the round. So we can move up here, release the dog and attack. I'm worried about the dog running off and getting in danger though. So, right, because if the dog gets the kill, because it's pretty capable of doing so, then if it gets the kill, it runs towards them at the start of the second round. That's actually pretty bad. So since we can't control the dogs, I wonder if it's best to maybe even move in melee range, like to here, like a safer hex. We've got the shield, so not super likely to get hit. It'll be like a 30% chance. We are faster than him, at least on Slurgy. So Slurgy gets an attack. Actually, Slurgy could put the dog down here, because if the dog attacks twice, then it doesn't really have any AP to do with the rest of its turn. I think I like that better. Okay. I'm a little nervous about putting the Chaucer here. Just because he doesn't have much armor. I don't want him to get hit by this flail twice. But I guess if we're going to release a dog and then attack with Good Boy George, and we still have... Nah, I think this is fine. King Cringe, thank you for the sub. The only thing you'd be afraid of is the flail. The flail's damage is really low, though. So that's got to be part of the consideration. So then the dogs will probably run down this way. And they're faster. So I almost want to get Good Boy George in a position to help the dogs if they need it. Speaking of dogs, how do you feel about them in Hardened? I think dogs are pretty strong now with Wear Down. Yeah, they're useful. How much resolve do you think the front and back line need in Vanilla Battle Brothers? I feel like the better you get at the game, and also kind of depending on your play style, you'll find that you value resolve more and more. So, like, I don't like putting specific numbers on any stat. Like, it's really hard to put specific numbers on any stat because every company is different, and the way you're playing is going to make this number really different. But, like, if you're not leveling up resolve on frontliners, like, you should be, I guess. Like 50 plus is a good number. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get to here. Yeah, I figured the dogs would do something like that. Okay. It's actually pretty good. So we'll move here so we're not crowded. Or do I attack then go into melee? No, probably not. And I'm worried about the dog, so I kind of want to go for a stun here. Yeah, I'm pretty worried about Mutt. Mutt is in serious danger here. So we can save Mutt by moving here. The wooden stick cannot one-shot or one-turn the Chaucer. But it could finish off Mutt. And I really don't want that. So we're going to save the dog. Put the Chaucer here. Okay. Okay, and Good Boy George has gotten pretty lucky there. I should probably just attack. He's gonna maybe recover, but what's the point? There we go. AI in Hardened often just ignores dogs. Same in vanilla. Same in vanilla. We did get a good hat there. The feathered hat is actually like pretty good. Go and toss that on Good Boy George. And the wooden flail might be a tool for us to get some armors in the future. Certainly could be. And we're going to leave that gear equipped so that way it can get fixed up. And our relationships with Vice are now below 20. Whatever. And how are they with a noble house? Okay, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Dunkelwald. You're 0 for 8 in melee attacks? Were you counting? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so buy and sell price is going to be pretty bad with this faction now. So let's do... We're going to do one of these contracts. And by do one of these contracts, I mean ask for advance payment. Renown. Incompetent. Let's talk money. We need payment in advance. Payment in advance? Forget it, this isn't worth it. How about this one? We need payment in advance. Please? Pretty please? Okay. All right. One time you missed 395s in a row. That party had a rough fight. Oh yeah, that can definitely happen. Can definitely happen. In fact, it's got a, I won't say reasonable likelihood of happening. That's going to be overstating it. But like 1 in 8,000, right? It's not crazy rare. All right, so we've got a new caravan from a new place. 4 to 6 caravan hands, but no donkey. The hell? That actually is maybe too much. Only if it's 4, and I don't want to attack him if I think I'm probably going to run. Let's just see their towns and stuff first. Yeah, we're gonna leave them be for now. For the moment. Yeah, I also think it's probably too much. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. This is a good track. I suppose this plays after you like win a fight or something. Feels very like noble. Like we're the good guys. Alright, Wooden Watchtower. The towns that end in stat, like STADT. Oh, actually, hold on. Does this keep going? Is this a town? Ah, okay. 20 crowns. Is it just like right over here or something? Right, because we see the Wooden Watchtower, which would be associated with one of those bigger towns. That's really funny. All right, let's see if we can get another brother here. And hey, look at that. The other thing that's interesting is this rebuilding effort. Sometimes these crown fights don't involve fighting at all. Like it's just a little baby mission, a little baby mission for babies. And we're kind of babies right now. So we can at least try it, and then if we run, we run, right? A delivery quest would be doable? Oh, definitely. Oh, man. Plaguebird. Holy. Let's see what we got for perk groups here. What if it's spiders, though? Then we probably run. I think we should be able to. I think we'll be able to get out of vision and run. I feel like a baby's cough could knock us down. I mean, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Q's still not working. It's interesting because it lets me pull from it. It's just like the bot isn't listening. Yeah, superstitious is annoying, for sure. But this could totally be a like phalanx thrower hybrid kind of thing. Sergio, are you still waiting for the full release of Menace, or is it just not your kind of game? I guess both. I am gonna give it another like proper college try on release, though it might not be my type of game. Yeah, another brother for the phalanx. That's kind of what I'm wondering, right? Let's say phalanx thrower. But for right now, he gets a wooden flail. We'll give him a doggy. And if this involves fighting, we're gonna run. But it might not. There's a war dog here. Shit. We have 2 war dogs. We do, and they're honestly not... like, these thugs aren't that bad. Right? Like... This is winnable. It's spooky. So they're gonna run forward, and since there's melee contact, they probably run forward 4 hexes, don't they? Yeah, the thing about the pickaxes, though, that's interesting is they're pretty bad at taking out the dogs, because dogs have like a decent chunk of hit points. And dogs have okay melee defense. So as long as the dogs are on the pickaxes, it's not that bad. They're scary because of how much damage they can do through a t-shirt. All right, we're gonna let the pole arms attack before Good Boy George does anything to know what we need to do. And we're a little bit crowded here. We could get less crowded here. What we really want is for Good Boy George to move up here, so we can be the closest point of contact for these 2 enemies. So we really do want to hit and kill quite badly. Yeah, the cudgel is tanky, exactly. That's why I want the cudgel on Good Boy George and then all the rest of our firepower to be on the rest of the enemies. Sergio works sharp with the hood. He kind of does, actually. The shadow over his eyes. No, I guess I am going to go here and attack. Oh! I already released a dog. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of AP I had. That's so stupid. Ah. Oh. Okay. No. I could even shield wall and try to go through zone of control. I don't hate that. And our dog is faster. Because I really do want Good Boy George here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so most important enemy to take out is going to be this one. So we're going to have Good Boy George go for a stun here. Even though Good Boy George is kind of in danger too. Right, those two dagger hits with the 20% chance hit, which sucks. And I think we go for a regular attack on the Chaucer, though how fast are we? We're going to wait and let there be at least a little more surround. We're going to let Plaguebird get up here, do an attack. Uh-oh. So now Good Boy George, I guess let's go for a stun here. Uh-oh. So I guess we attack probably this thug. Could go for the push too, but... Uh-oh. Okay, we really need to kill this thug. We really need to kill this thug. Okay. Is this guy stammed out? He is. This guy is stammed out as well. Or at least he will be. Right, because his attack is for 13. So he's got 7. If he recovers 15, 7 plus 15 is 22. So he still only gets 1 attack. So actually we should focus damage elsewhere, like this thug. Or possibly even this guy. Maybe the knife is more dangerous, especially since this armor got destroyed. What's our initiatives at? Yeah, so these will still go before. Might want to use the streamer pedal soon. True. So maybe I just do a regular attack here on this guy. Try to get him... Yes, finally. And good boy George, I could recover. Let's do it, that way we can go for some stuns. Might be a mistake, we'll see. And I don't think he can one-tap anyone. Right, 24 to 42 damage. Nope, literally can't one-tap anyone. That's good. He's got a grazed eye socket. Could try to finish him. Corvus Korak, hello, hello. So I'll probably go for the kill here. And will a body shot still kill? So if we were to low roll damage and do 18, we would not kill if we hit the body. But if we do the lash, we don't have the ability to attack twice. But realistically, we want to just one tap him here and then 4 AP to move. Excuse me. Yeah, 4 fatigue to move, which isn't enough because we're encumbered now that we have fractured ribs. So we go for 2 regular attacks. And here I think we attack and then move the Chaucer in. And we get better surround. And this guy can only do 2 attacks, which with the stab is not enough to kill either brother. So let's move in here. Wow. All right, the dogs were key this fight. Holy. Oof. Good Lord. Yeah, that was desperate is one word. Scrappy, I think, is another one. Whew, baby. Dogs teach us how to DPS again. No kidding. If we look at the total damage dealt, I wish I could see the dog stats. I guess, I don't know. Look at that beautiful hat we got. Yeah, we got a beautiful hat, and we got a bludgeon as well. That hat is in mint condition. If only we could get the Houndmaster Wolf. I know. Whew. The bros need to buy new pants after that. Finally, we learn the real reason why the bros are only a torso. If they had to draw the rest of the art, it'd be littered. The battlefield would be littered with excrement. Yeah, and then we just do some little backsy forthsies. Okay. Whew. What a fight. Did not expect that to be a fight. They like us here. Lovely. So taking the boat is just 20 crowns. What time of day is it? Morning? Andre Kroon, hello, hello. Long time no see indeed. I hope you're doing well. I might just take that boat. That's worth 20 crowns. I don't know that that was worth 20 crowns. Okay, let's see what we got for recruits. Damn, literally no one. Literally no one that we can get. But we can potentially do one of these little contracty dues. Life's going as life does. Haven't played BB in a while though. It's not been easy to get back into it after so many breaks. Yeah, it's hard to. It's funny how many little things like. After a break, Battle Brothers becomes hard. Like your ability to just like assess things, I don't know, just goes down. Isn't a vagabond like a drag? Nope. It's like a drag, but it's not a drag. Don't be confused. Only beggars, cripples, and refugees. All right, so escort caravan to Dunkelwald, a day to the southeast of here. We can probably do that one. Vagabonds have significantly better stats, yeah. So we're the conditions of this run are beggars, cripples, and refugees only. In a modded version of the game that makes them a little bit special. So we're gonna do a, let's see. Weissenhaven. That is the Alleys of Weissenhaven. Weissenhaven song. Cool. Hello Slurgy, how are you? This run failed. Do we learn something new about the Battle Brawl? Yeah, okay. If we fail, you will learn something new about the Battle Brawl. You can learn what my plan is, my intention, what my goal, my dream. All right, so we're gonna do, we need payment in advance. I accept. I cancel. And then we're going to escort this caravan. Okay. Literally stole 40 golds. Are we the baddies? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. How could we be the bad guys when we're the good guys? That doesn't make any sense. We are clearly the good guys. So then from Dunkelwald, we'll have a choice. I do like that there's a north-south port connection. Oh yeah, and what do they have for trade resources? So they've got a workshop here for tools, and then amber, medical supplies, and more amber. So we've got some kind of valuable trade goods. Something to, you know, think about. Okay. With a break, you also lose that creativity for goal setting and going through the game. It becomes a bit too unfamiliar to really be able to be creative. You remember just enough to know the game, but don't have the same feeling for it anymore to creatively approach it. Yeah, you're still going to remember like builds and core ideas that probably do make it hard to be creative when like you remember the parts that don't let you flex it. I think that makes sense. Why is it day 4 again? I think you know. Reasonably cheap padded leather. And reasonably cheap full leather cap here. Despite the disappearing villagers. Maybe we can get a better price elsewhere. I guess that's not that good. It's just harder to find this specific type of armor. I guess we move on. And we could go north to here. And we've got like this section of the map. There's a bigger area of map overall if we go south. We haven't made any noble house angry at us yet. We've only made one city, or one little small farming village, angry at us over here. I might go south, and the reason I'm thinking about going south is if we reach the very southern area of the map with the southern city-states, we can take a boat to get up here and then visit the final towns and cities up here to try to find our final recruits and then kind of decide our map strategy of who we're planning on maybe going hostile to, because I do think we'll still want to do that. One interesting option is we could attack Wixat. Like we could attack this trading caravan that we just escorted. So dried fish, amber. I don't know if, I suppose the Herbalist Grove is probably associated with Wixat. It's kind of hard to tell. Probably. And then a workshop. Like it's reasonably good stuff. Like we could get tools, which would still be pretty useful. We could get amber, which we could go sell in the south. We're the good guys. Just remember. All right, so we'll give them a full turn to arrange themselves however they want. A little nervous about moving forward. I want to at least know where they are. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have a little choke point here. So the other enemies must be behind? Huh. Yeah, they must be over this way and this way. So I think... Huh. I've got an idea. On the bush, maybe? I don't think so. No? Technically, I mean, this feels a little like, should we really be able to do this? You can click on a tile, and apparently there's a word for this. People have mentioned it in, is it the Civ games? Does that even make sense? Where you see if the game gives you a path there. I sometimes do it instinctively. I feel like it's almost exploity. Like if I didn't see him do it, I shouldn't know. Tile scanning, yeah. Right, so we know for sure that there's no enemy here because the game let us path here. If there were a unit here, as soon as I click, it like does nothing. It's like, no, why would you go there? There's an enemy there, you fool. It's an XCOM strat too. Oh, well, I'm bad at that game. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and spear wall it out, buddy. Oh, is he gonna stop? Oh, okay, interesting. Because I ended turn instead of waiting? Huh, okay. So we're gonna get him to burn a bunch of fatigue. No, the front bush is empty too. And then we're going to move Good Boy George to here. Actually, what we're gonna do... Oh, so does this make him not... Interesting. Anyway, when he starts to stam out, or nearly stam out, we're gonna have Slurgy take a step forward and attack. We'll get Good Boy George and Plaguebird to here and here, and we'll bring the Chaucer to here, and we'll create a little death alley. Is he saving fatigue by spear? No, I think it was just based on how I had moved and ended turn. I think if I just sit here and wait, he's not going to conserve fatigue. The AI is not that smart. Come on, this Caravan Briggy, he's an idiot. Like, doesn't he look dumb? He looks dumb. He has way too much hair. The game can hear you, Slurgy? Good, I say let it. He must be because yeah, exactly. He trusted us to protect him in his caravan. We're known as being unreliable. I'd be a little scared if a hooded man was staring at me from a hill. He looks scary, but he's got a gentle demeanor. Trust me, I know the guy. All right, so we're gonna let him burn. Actually, just one more turn. What? Is he saving fatigue? He used the blue skip turn button? Actually, did he not have enough fatigue to do it? All right, we wait another series of rounds. I think I just messed that up. I think I wasn't paying close enough attention. So it's building up 15 at a time. Net 15, I guess. It's a good thing there's no round limit in Battle Brothers, yeah. What's the thing called in XCOM? The like, the purple, not purple, the orange resource or whatever? Where it made you not just sit still? Meld? Yeah, there it is. There's no meld. Alright, so when he recovers his 15, he can still do it one more time. So after this turn. He's prematurely using his... Okay. Still makes him slow. Okay, so the other one's moved. So they probably went up like here and here. I think I heard it happen. That's really good, actually. Cool. So they're probably running back now, I would guess. Yep. Excellent. Disaster. So we could release 2 dogs. But he could kill the dogs if he hits both attacks. He can't kill any individual human by landing 1. So I think we just wait. I think we don't release the dog yet. And yeah, it's a disastrous choke point for the AI. Okay, I was hoping for an injury. He chose that hex? I thought for sure, he would go here. I'm genuinely shocked that he chose this hex instead of this hex. I'm so shocked, especially since like he still attacked Slurgy up on the high ground. That's really surprising. Would I rather fight Lindworms or Shrats in real life? I don't think we need to release dogs here. We don't. Is the Q working yet? No. Disaster. That is so brave. So we could go for a stun, but I kind of think 2 regular attacks will just be better. And now we've beaten him down enough, yeah, that he's going to be slower than us. Okay, so we got Amber and Tools. That's really good. Okay. Lovely. Oh, and we gained our first levels. And Wickstat is angry at us. Surprise, surprise. Threatening. It's 16. Okay. Man looked like Lord Farquaad? Sure did. So, the Strange Meat has a terrible, terrible sale price. Even though it does go bad over time, I think I'm not going to sell it here. I feel like there's no survivors. You shouldn't lose reputation. How would they know? I mean, in this case, I think they were right here. All right, so let's go ahead and do our level ups. Promise potential, promise potential, promise potential. The big PP. Yes, I am a child. All right, so... You know, one nice thing about Shield Expert with Dagger Mastery is even though it supplies like no reach to speak of, you can still prevent enemies from getting reach advantage on you, which is kind of nice. Even if we're part of a phalanx, it's going to be hard for us to ever get reach advantage over anything. Just because pretty much all daggers have a reach of 1. I think all? Probably literally all. So that's something to be thinking about as the team grows. We've got a lot of agile for some dynamic duos. How are spears in Reforged? They're weaker. They lose the flat plus 20 hit chance, and it's exchanged for more of that reach mechanic, which starts to matter in the late game, but not early. And there's a lot of enemies with that have shields, that have shield expert, where then you never get reach advantage. So like shielded enemies are pretty much always able to make it through spear walls pretty easily, making them a lot harder to get as much value out of. They're not totally useless. Like they're still good against beasts. They're still good against like barbarians and even orcs, because orcs don't have shield expert even though they do have shields. But they're not as useful. Like there's lots of Ancient Dead are a really, really tough enemy in this game. And the dedicated spears being weak against them is kind of bad. The Undead Dagger Sword maybe has more reach. Well, that's true. Maybe. And there is the Dagger Spear that exists in the game. Exists as a the Goblin weapon. It's a pretty good one. It still has a reach of 1, but I'm just thinking like from a long-term perspective, Good Boy George could pretty easily use one of those. And might be kind of interesting, like with the Phalanx. If he's in a good spot. I don't know. Could be good. Could be good. We'll see. Especially with like Unstoppable. Unstoppable Goblin Spear Dagger. This is all very long-term thinking that I don't really need to be considering right now, but let's go with hit points. That'll be useful in these early levels. So then Slurgy. Do I want to try to use the initiative in any way? Not really. I don't know. The fact that we didn't get medium armor, we don't really have any weapons that are really good with initiative. Spear's kind of cute because you can go before the enemies and not need to spear wall at the end of a turn. But like, it's not that good. I might even take the +6 over the 1 melee defense though, because I kind of feel like that's useful early. Like the initiative can still be valuable. I'll just take that. I mean, maybe I could eventually do Overwhelm, but I don't think that's... Why? Could go Light Thrower Hybrid? No, definitely not. I'm not considering throwing on anyone that doesn't have the ranged fighting style. Alright, the Chaucer. It's going to be part of our Phalanx. Who needs melee defense when you have such an unhittable face? It is a little bit cleaner than the rest of the Battle Brothers world. They're all a little gritty. We live such blessed modern lives. Yeah, the tricky thing is, so like, if the Chaucer had different traits here, I would probably consider still making him a parry brother. But the fact that he needs to start next to someone with Exude Confidence, and that someone with Exude Confidence is probably going to be someone, I mean, it's going to be someone we want in the middle of the formation, means that like I kind of don't want to have the Dastard be the parry bro. I want to have them more central. So I think I'm going to stick with the Phalanx despite the 2 talent stars in range defense. Phalanx is kind of like a company strategy anyway. So the fact that we're able to do it on everyone so far I think is good, because we want to have more brothers doing that, because we don't know like what we're going to find. Axe or flail? Ah, whatever. It kind of like doesn't matter. We'll see. Could be either one. Yeah, I was just thinking like the downside to Good Boy George is doesn't have the opportunity to get Duelist, though, when thinking about all the stuff you can do. You like Fatigue? Yeah, I think I like Fatigue as well. And... Melee attack? Maybe, but I think given that we're a Dastard, I'm actually going to grab this Resolve on this level. Or I don't know, I could maybe be convinced to grab the range defense. No, I'm gonna grab the Resolve on this level. Melee attack is also a good choice. I don't know. Could go either way. Could use like a Rondell with a shield and be a puncture bow? Yeah, potentially. It's pretty expensive from a fatigue perspective. But that could be interesting to like... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. My answer is maybe, but I don't know. All right, so we're probably just gonna move on from here. The prices here did go down a little, which makes me somewhat tempted to buy one of these little padded leathers, especially because we got the tools to fix them up. It's kind of good. Like, I feel like if we get a full leather cap and a padded leather, let's do that. And we're gonna put it on Good Boy George. Stick him in the dangerous hexes. Yeah, I like it. And then we'll also give him a spear, so he gets reach advantage. The early armor purchases seem to give an excellent survivability boost early. They do. They really do. We finally got a little money here. So now let's go south, as previously discussed. We might want to sell the strange meat and potentially the amber shards in Grafenstadt. So it's probably close by, not only because we're seeing the caravan, but because it's part of this noble faction. And town names that end in STADT are like the highest tier, the large settlements, where you'll get a good sale price. So I don't think I attack this, even though I do want to. And I don't think they'll go hostile fully. Like, I don't want them to go hostile yet, because I want to visit the location and try to hire brothers. Stadt, I suppose. I'm going to mispronounce lots of things, though. Forced land, so that must be somewhere way up here. I'm assuming. Is German for city? Well, there we go. I think we get one free attack here. One, not free attack, like, boy, 7 enemies. So that's gonna be maybe too many. If it's 3 donkeys, and I think I didn't look at the numbers beforehand. It must be 3 donkeys, 4 enemies. Plus, how we do it, number 4? Oh no, yeah. And the queue is not working right now. It was a few and then some. Yeah, so we're hoping it's 3 and 4. Sounds like they're done moving. So we'll go forward 1 hex at a time. Who's got the best vision? Let's get Plaguebird a little further forward. If you can manual... No, I can't manual add, folks. I've still got 11 people in the queue to pull from. So it's not like a desperate need or anything. But no, I can't manually add folks. Yeah, so we know there's an enemy there. That's the hit scanning I was talking about. So if I click... Or hit scanning? Is that what it was called? Is that what you called it in XCOM world? Yikes, so it's 5 enemies? Tile scanning. Oh yeah, hit scanning is like a way for first-person shooters to work, right? Where they decide if a weapon hits or not. Where there's no like projectile time in the air kind of thing. Yeah, no bullet travel, yeah. I wonder if I run from this. So we've got at least 3 pretty spooky double gripped weapons. You know what? I think we run from this. My bad. Simple misunderstanding. We didn't realize, you know, my bad. Just a little baby oopsie. Thought you might have been hostile, mean enemies. Learned otherwise, and it was all just a big misunderstanding. All just a big misunderstanding. Is it a reputation hit if we attack but don't kill him? Yeah, so we're gonna lose some, there will be a relationship penalty, and there will also be a reputation hit where we run from a fight. Oh, renown, I guess. So, running from a fight also loses renown. I'm surprised it doesn't say it in this tooltip. You do lose renown though, I think, right? Yeah, definitely. You also lose mood a little bit, but it's not a terrible loss. It says losing a fight. Yeah, but does that count as losing? Doesn't feel like that's losing a fight. All right, Dunkelwald. We might attack that caravan, but let's see if we can go to wherever it's going along the road and maybe find another brother. Same deal with that other caravan, right? It's going to be moving along this road because it has to. There's no other place for it to go. Yeah, I suppose running from a fight is probably like losing a fight because you're definitely not winning. Wow, this is a long road. It's like that Beatles song. The long and winding road. And then there's a fork in the road. So footsteps going to the right. We're near the edge of the map, so let's just quick check the left side. The thought is this is more likely to be a dead end route, but maybe it's not. Holy buckets. Could be that harbor town. Could be that harbor town. I guess the harbor town is up this way. Got some briggies here that we're definitely not fighting. Briggies. Leave me alone. Grafenstadt. Terrified villagers, ambush trade routes. Things are rough here. So the difficulty of a contract does go down as your renown goes down. In Hardened, anyway. So it is feasible, probably, for us to maybe do a contract if we're able to get more brothers. I guess we just need to see first. Could you do a cemetery contract? No. I don't feel comfortable doing those. I'd love to get rid of this condition, but no, I don't think so. I think what I'd rather do is one of the other contracts. So let's just look what's up here just to see if see if this is a dead end. It's not. No, this road keeps going. Why didn't the militia go after these briggies? Hello? Help. What? What was that? Oh, did it think I clicked on the... Oh, like the wooden watchtower? No, 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 no. All right, is there anyone here to hire? No. So our strange meat is gonna go bad soon. I guess I kind of want to sell it now. It's 90 crowns that might just disappear if we wait too long. Yeah, let's do that. I was hoping to get a better place to sell it. I mean, I guess it's okay. I suspect the seed will be bad for named items. And the reason why I say that is the chance for a named item to spawn is based on the resources of the camp, right? Like how difficult of a fight it is, and how far away from the nearest, like, regular human settlement it is. And this town here, Rheinberg, this small town, is already really, really far to the right side of the map, right? Like, this is already the edge. Like, I'm zoomed all the way out. So named item chances are going to be low this entire campaign. Lower than normal, anyway. So that sucks. I love shinies. I don't want to not get shinies, but... What happened? Did you lose the last beggar run? Yeah. Yeah, they retired. They retired to the earth. I like that. That's a good way of putting it. So I might just accept one of these, like, drive off brigands contracts. This one where I don't have to negotiate. Just accept it. Run away. Cancel it. Has that been changed in Reforged Hardened? Have some really high chances pretty close to towns? No, I don't think it's changed. The only thing that has changed that I guess would make it so that there are high named item chance probabilities close to town is that there are now higher tier, like, brigand camps. So those higher tier brigand camps are going to be more difficult fights that are still close to civilization, that have pretty high, like, resource score. So that's probably the contributing factor there, making it seem like those have higher named item chance, because they do, right? But I don't think the like formula has changed. All right, I'm gonna accept this. And we're just not gonna do it. We're just gonna go elsewhere. Okay. Let's go south here. Yeah, we're going to assume that in the other campaign, Spike was taken in by the nomads that felled our crew. That's what I choose to believe. Hey, look at that. A beggar. Wonderful. Escort caravan to Weissenhaven, about a day southeast of here. The alleys of Weissenhaven, I believe that was the port city. So sure, we can probably do that. Famed throwing axes. Oh wow, they're good. Damage and head hit chance. That's sweet. These are wonderful. Cool. They're cheaper than a warbow? Huh. All right, so we're going to cancel this contract. We're going to accept this contract. We're going to hire this brother. This brother, of course, being Choppy Cat. And what do we got here? We've got another dastard. A superstitious dastard? Come on. The traits on these brothers. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Yeah, looks like the queue's still not working. Let's pause it and restart it. Well, sometimes that I feel like maybe it's placebo effect. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe if I refresh this page, then I hit resume. We'll just see what happens. That's a hard no. Unfortunately, we can't say no to anyone. A body's a body. Stupid, stupid queue. Sometimes if I type something, it wakes up. Okay. 53 melee attacks, premium stuff around here. Yeah, it is. It really is. How'd you fix it last time? Nothing. You need to add body positivity to your streamer tags. I could do body positivity and looks maxing. Wow. Look at me go. So we've got Hammer Expert, which is nice. We are not able to put this brother in the phalanx. Full force? Full force. Can Dastard be removed? Yeah, if you've got two brothers with Brave or Fearless on the squad, there's an event that can remove it. I don't know what the score for that event is, like how likely it is or what the conditions are, but it does exist. We'll just eventually make him a hammer bro. He's not very, like, he's fine stat-wise, I do hate these traits. But if you can hold a bludgeon, you're on the team. How many brave or fearless dregs are you really gonna find? Probably none. So I guess there's that. So we're gonna get 420. Blaze it. Crowns for completion. It's a lot. Only Cripples can have Brave or Fearless? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might not complete this contract. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You found plenty of homeless, fearless homeless dudes around? Probably true. So we're going to be joined by 2 to 3 caravan hands. We'll hit fight, but we're probably going to run. Are the donkeys in the... Wow, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see what they are bringing, but we're probably going to run from this. It is nice that the caravan hands have shields, right? So that part is good. This isn't that bad. Right, so they've got these poachers, but it's nighttime. They're not going to be able to hit much at all. And right, their weapon loadouts aren't that spooky. They're pretty lightly armored. Right, really only this guy's got the decent sized armor on him. We've got 2 dogs. We've got one bro who's, as long as he's the one who's been engaged by the enemy, right? So like good boy George here, if he's shield walling and he's got reach advantage because of the spear, he's gonna be pretty hard to hit. Okay, Choppy Cat might need to skedaddle here from the top. Might need to run him around this way, which is kind of annoying. And I'm gonna wait on Slurgy for just a minute. Why are they charging? Don't they have range advantage? You know, they do, but I think when they're attacking a caravan, enemies just act much more aggressively. I guess one line I could have done, that I probably should have done, would have been to put the dog down on Plaguebird, and then had good boy George step over and then shield wall. I should have done that. I still can, because of how they moved here. That also would have made that hit chance higher. So I could have Slurgy release a dog. The dog would probably, if I released it here, go here and attack once. Which I guess is fine. Right, tying up the bludgeon is good. The bludgeon is able to one-shot the dog if it hits him in the head. But if they don't have any surround on it, they're pretty inaccurate. And the dog's got pretty good melee defense. I guess I am going to release it. Okay, so that means I could bring the Chaucer here and attack. Yeah. I do that. They can't get to him. Ooh, headshot. So then we definitely put good boy George here. And probably do shield wall. And I think this guy is going to do his split shield ability, which is too bad. It'll do 8 shield damage. So we can withstand that for one turn. Okay. Do puppies have Steel Brow and Reforged? So they have... I'll show you in a second. Bite Reach, so they're less likely to hit enemies in the head. I think they used to have Small Target, where they were less likely to be hit in the head as well. Like, maybe not. But in any case, no, they don't have Steel Brow. Do the Warhounds have Steel Brow? They might. Okay. Damn. Wow. That sucks. Hit the knockback and then one-shot the dog by hitting him in the head. Wow. Holy shit. Probably should attack this guy. Really don't like Plaguebird being here. I suspect that if Good Boy George does a shield wall, this guy will prioritize attacking here. No, probably... maybe not, actually. The pitchforks do have additional chance to hit the head. It's only an additional 5, but this is more likely to just straight up be lethal. And I think since we're double gripping here, I actually think I'm going to go for 2 regular attacks. If I think I'm going to move Choppy Cat to here, then I should wait. I don't want to. But it feels like I don't have a choice. Yeah. Look at Sturgy bouncing there, waiting for the kill command. Yeah, he was. And then didn't get it. I don't want to wait though, because I want to make sure I'm faster than him. So if I attack one more time, I'm not faster than him in the turn order, which does really matter. Right, because we'll build up an additional 13 fatigue. And we'll inflict not enough, right? Unless we hit, in which case we just wait anyway. I think we just end turn here. Not using all our fatigue. Ooh, guy did not get his stun. So this thug did not attack Good Boy George, which was good. Deciding if we shield wall or just simply do 2 attacks here. shit wall. Then we're gonna wait. And I guess we're gonna bring in Choppy Cat, but boy do I not like that. Boy do I not like that. Alright, so here we're gonna go for 1 stun, 2 stun. Alright, that was why we wanted to go before him. So that's good. So there's only gonna be 1 attack from this hatchet that's able to be inflicted on Choppy Cat. And we could go for the stun to stun him next turn. Kind of want to. Nice. So then we're gonna wait and do it again on the other guy, who's probably gonna go here, right? I guess. Right. I don't know why he had to hit him. It's pretty rude. And let's go for the kill here. That way the dog attacks here at the start of the next turn. Hey. So we get 2 attacks from Good Boy George. Got it. Got the other stun. That's huge. Absolutely massive. Okay. Got him fleeing. The Chouster hasn't missed all fight. Good. So now let's get up on this high ground. Yeah, we don't want him to be able to sling at us. Actually, maybe... How much do we care about that? We care about that. Bunch of turn skipping here. Choppy Cat. Okay. Well. So we've missed our opportunity to treat the injury that happened. Whatever. Did the queue ever fix itself this morning? No. I remain hopeful that it will soon. Okay. The other noteworthy thing here too is that we've still got our 2 caravan hands traveling with us. So that's really good. We lost a dog though. Which sucks. They're expensive. What did they cost? Like $340, $333 maybe? Was that the cost? They might have been $333. They were kind of a fun price. So even when we get the $420 payout. Yeah, the no bow, no slings really sucks. We would have really liked a ranged attack to have come from that that group. 344? 344. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna grab our promised potential, PP for short. And Plaguebird, we're gonna grab the offensive stats, and probably just hit points. What happened to the last run? Finish or wipe? Are we talking about our bathroom habits or what? Technically, we weren't totally wiped out. Not everyone died. Last run won so hard he wanted to do it again. There it is. Yeah, that one. Spike was a survivor? Exactly. All right, Weissenhaven, where are you? Is this it? It is. Okay. This start early game is brutal. Actually, this one's going pretty well. Silly hat. Pretty cheap padded surcoat. So sailing to Dahab is only 60. That's not bad. No, hold on. Why is there no option to take the port to Hatlund? Oh, no, it is here. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's here. I missed it in the list. I just wasn't paying. I don't know. I missed it. Okay. So what I might do here, I'm kind of tempted to buy the bundle of crude javs too, is maybe buy padded surcoat, bundle of javs, and take the boat to Dahab. Could maybe do the drive off brigands contract. The 2 skull is unlikely to be successful. What I also might do is get advanced payment, cancel it, you know, as you do. We're pretty well hated across the land. So be it. Yeah, so we're gonna get the padded surcoat. And I think I'm gonna buy the crew jabs and the padded surcoat. The tool price is egregious. I know, yeah, that's pretty, that's insulting. Food is about to expire. Oh, that's true. We may be able to get a food refresh in Dahab. So maybe we buy the ground grains, because that'll probably be cheaper than the rice. Yeah, so we'll do this, and this, and this, right? And then we're going to see if we can get some advance payment here. Wonderful, I accept. Yes, yes, the ruined hut over there. We'll get right on it. We're just gonna go ahead and take this boat to Dahab, where they're preparing a feast. Wow. Grains are the only food we should feed the dregs. Well, sometimes they find other foods along the way. No recruits here. Disappointing. Shrink. Canceled contract. Is it nomad time? Kind of too early for that, right? I mean, it probably is, especially since we lost a dog. Losing the dog really, really hurts. Boy, food is expensive. Sometimes art imitates life. I mean, I could maybe do this drive off nomads and see, but it is very unlikely that we do it. Our renown is such total trash that the fight should be easy. Are indebted considered dregs? Nope. We are not considering them as such. If they don't have the promised potential perk, we are not allowed to hire them. And when we hire them, I must take it. That's the rule. All right, so escorting this caravan to Ellenberg is definitely one we're going to want to do. I mean, I guess I could leave the drive-off nomads. Let's see. Actually, let's look. Okay. The extra towns are for the other factions. We could take a look. It is almost certain that we're not going to be able to do this. So I'm going to get advance payment. Honestly, that's so far away, I kind of want to just cancel this. I think I'm going to. But we are going to do the escort caravan contract. Oh no, 2.5 days. I thought that was 1.5 days. On second thought, I decline this contract. That's too far. We're not going there. So we could continue along this road this way, or we could go up this way. I'm a little nervous about going the southern road with our food in its current state, and I don't want to buy food there because it was super expensive, and I kind of want more dogs. So all that combined means I kind of want to go north. So I think I'm going to. We just need to find more brothers. We've gotten really unlucky with that this time. Having only found 2 sucks. We visited a lot of towns too. Where's the lowlifes on this map? Right? Where are the dregs of society? We must find them. Find them, recruit them, train them, nurture them, and turn them into heroes. Wolfheiden. I think the last map had a Wolfheiden too. Also thinking about like which faction we want to be hostile to. Who knows? Probably not this one. Because we got that north-south connection that could be handy. Unclear yet who the other one will be. I don't think we attack this. Could maybe. If they don't know anything about us, they're not going to go hostile from attacking one caravan. So we probably could attack it. We're going to make the faction angry at us. Which isn't exactly what we want. JSF MPGH, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. Yeah, let's do it. Let's attack this. They've got stuff. We want it. They all have shields. I mean, that's good from the perspective of we want shields. It's bad from the perspective of they have shields. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Yeah, three shields, 3 spears. It's going to be pretty tough. Deploy the nunchucks. Yeah, they don't have hats. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. I like the idea, but I don't I don't think so. Without mastery, the lash ability still gets affected by enemy shield defense bonuses. So I don't think we would go for the headshots anyway. So I think just keeping with the pitchforks is gonna be good. I don't think they'll attack this next turn. We could try to grab this high ground, but I don't know, maybe we do. Put Plague Bird up here. What's he got in his pocket? Just give him a knife. He'll have a dog too. Boy, so I could have Plague Bird release a dog and then throw. Good Boy George do an attack here, and then Choppy Cat do an attack here. Then both Slurgy and the Chowster get to attack. That's a lot of damage on this one enemy. And after all those attacks, I think that'll make us faster than him too. He's not shield walling, which is kind of why I want to go in on him this turn. I think I do want to do that. So I'm not going to wait on anyone. Well, I'm going to wait on Slurgy, I guess. And Choppy Cat's gonna be in a pretty spooky spot, but I believe. Boy, let's release the dog and wait. Maybe I don't throw at this enemy. Yeah, perfect. Throw there instead. There's a Slurgy? There's a Slurgy. Always has been. I'm right here. Chowster did a good job with the character model. He did. Let's go here. You know, put a hex for the thrower to get down for Plague Bird. Excellent. Didn't even notice that part, it's so good. It's pretty good. Is Slurgy a cripple, beggar, or refugee? Pretty sure I'm a beggar. Fitting. Guess I could push here. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Exactly. That's why I say fitting. It's very good. Beggar is perfect. All right, no damage taken, but we did take a damage to our reputation. However, they're not hostile to us So we can still visit the town and potentially recruit some of their lowlives, the dregs of their society, and recruit them to us. So those footprints are going to be there. There's also something here, I'm assuming. I guess it doesn't have to be anything there. So let's follow the footprints, I guess. Well, I don't know. We'll just go this way. There it is. We did not quite get there. So we're not able to take a contract and cancel it here. I mean, it's possible that we can do one of these contracts now because we've hurt our reputation so badly. I think especially if we're able to get another brother, then we might be able to actually even do this contract. So let's see what we know about the roads this way. And then we'll head back when it becomes daytime. All right, so definitely roads north and east. I guess this one continues south there. Okay. So we'll just camp out here till the morning. No one here? Damn. Okay. Stuff's pretty expensive. Let's see, what's our reputation? It is... yeah, cold. 33. So when we cancel a contract, break a contract, we lose... if it has advanced payment, it's like an extra 15, so we probably lose 20, so we would go hostile. How's our relationship to the faction? Bad, but possibly recoverable. Let's put on these bandages. We're gonna see what's here. It might be that we've hurt our reputation so badly that the contract scaling is low enough that this might be reasonable, or at least possible. Plausible? Wish we had our other dog. Hey Stoji, how's the company start going? It's going all right. Apples and fruits, it's going all right. We're off to a very slow start from the perspective of gaining brothers. We've only been able to find 2 total. We have not had anyone die. We're just simply low. Didn't contract scale purely with world scaling also in Hardened? I think they scale from both, right? World scaling and reputation? Or renown, rather. So I think it's a combined factor. So yes. No, I think you're right. I think it's right. So it's at most 5 thugs. I think Dark Souls changed that scaling and everything to just be world scaling. No, definitely not. It even says so in the tooltip. Surely Dark Souls would never forget to update the tooltip. I think he reduced the amount that renown affects it in both directions compared to when we first tried it out, but I think it's still there. I mean, our bro's stats are worse than the thugs by a good bit. Let's at least see what they've got for arms and armor. Not too bad, right? We've got the 2 guys with daggers. We've got pretty big armors on already. So I think as long as we're able to take out this guy double gripping the pickaxe, this doesn't look terrible. As long as we don't make any misplays letting him get contact to dudes that we don't want them to get contact with, right? So as long as they're engaged with Goodbye George, I think we're pretty happy. This seems pretty reasonable. Look at you up on your little stoop. Give him the classic. Shoot and scoot. Maybe. I'm kind of looking at another potential line as well. That involves just surrounding and blowing up this guy on the high ground. Even though he's got the high ground. We're able to get a good surround and then just blow him up. Probably still scoot and shoot though. The other thing I'm thinking is I kind of want to make it so that we're tied up on these fools with Good Boy George and then able to focus damage on these two. Let's see where the archer goes, I guess. Ow! Jerk. I'm worried they won't move forward now. Let's see what they do. Yeah. That's all right. We're just going to get on this high ground for ourselves. Joke's on you, you fools. You've fallen into my trap card. Is it worth throwing here? We only have 4 total jabs. I might not throw. I might do this. I might not do this 14% attack because I think we're gonna want all 3 rounds of throwing out a Plague Bird. Yeah, I think we don't. I think we don't. Okay, we can throw here though. That I'm okay with. So do I shield wall with Good Boy George? I think not. Just see what they do. Yeah, okay. And what I really want to do is throw at this guy. Just wait a hot minute. Still have a line. I'm gonna have the poacher attack from far away first, and then we'll move forward. It's bad. Could run from the fight now. What was his hit chance? Like 24? Yeah. Still got 2 eyes. Still got 2 eyes. And we can release the dog. And I have a feeling if we release the dog, that actually the dog will probably try to run around this way and then engage the poacher. Like next turn. And even if we throw and release the dog, Plaguebird's still faster than them. This guy used his AP up. He is shield walling, but we can attack him twice this turn. And we will be faster than him with the pitchfork, so we can't attack him and blow him up. Maybe it's still okay. It's spooky. It's a very spooky. But I think this is fine. I think this is going to be the line. I think we still go in. Boy, do I even throw? That is not what I wanted the dog to do. Alright, let's at least get these guys behind the shields. Okay, that was good. So I'm deciding if I want to wait to attack to go on this thug. Right, because this is not who I want to be attacking, to be clear. It really is not. Yeah, we wait. Puncture? Okay, that was good, that was lucky. See if this guy re-shield walls. So we can throw, but we can't throw and move 2 hexes, and we need to move 2 hexes to be out of range of this poacher. Because he's gonna attack Plaguebird. Bandage? No, I don't think so. I want to fix this injury. Don't get me wrong. This injury being here is really bad. But he could get one tapped by this poacher, and then he's injured for forever. So even though I want to treat it, I don't think I can. If anything, I could have done that last turn. Right, after releasing the dog. Probably would have been smarter than the 5% throw. Yeah, no, we just gotta just back up. I don't think we can bandage. And we're safe here. So Choppy Guy got punctured. Which is bad. He's got 2 different injuries, making him have less melee defense, so I don't even want to bother shield walling. I kind of want to just do 2 regular attacks on this thug. And I kind of want to attack this guy because he's more spooky, but I think I want to finish off this enemy if I can. Huge. So could shield push and make it so that this guy can't attack Choppy Cat anymore. And then move in range of this thug, get some surround, and then maybe that helps us blow him up a little easier. I think that is better. Just trying to get in range of... Okay, good boy. Choppy Cat let the smoke out. You never let the smoke out, that's not good. Plaguebird's been very good slinger bait. Alright, how many more shield hits can this take? So that's the last one it can withstand. You're kiting? You're kiting. I don't want to lose this shield. The shield's kind of important. Dedicated runner strat is back? Yeah, apparently so. So I'm going to push here. Because I don't want this shield to get destroyed. He's not going to have the stamina to move 2 hexes and attack it. So yeah, we can go here. Oh, cool. I wonder if the dog will run after the poacher. I actually don't. I don't know. I guess now we know. I think I want to push. I guess I don't want him to move up and attack Slurgy though either. Maybe I just accept that I might lose the shield. Man, I don't want to lose the shield. I don't want to lose the shield. I don't want to lose the shield. I guess if we replace it with the old wooden shield, or the worn down shield, it's fine. I don't think I have great line other than just attacking. Yeah. Okay. Put the shield in the pocket. Yeah. I guess I could have. But now we're double gripping. Come on. Hit. Oh. My wife is using the blender upstairs. Can you guys hear that? Just making a smoothie, I think. Very fancy. I might even get a smoothie delivery at some point. You can't hear it? Kind of surprised, actually. All right, so that fight did not go well. We lost our first bro. We did get the staff sling. We at least got some old wooden shields. Really don't want to lose any brothers though. Especially since we've been operating at just 5 for so long now. When you talk, I could a bit. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that means it was below the threshold for the... Yeah, okay. The gate. So there's like an audio gate, which essentially means that if the ambient sound from my microphone is below a certain level to not send any signal, basically that's to prevent like tiny little background noises from coming through the mic. So only when I'm speaking should you be, essentially the microphone activates. Toxic Wild Hog, hello, hello. The important ones are still alive. And truly, if there was one brother who had to die, I guess I'd pick the one that died. Blendergate? Blendergate. Finally, a new controversy. All right. Wait till I tell Choppy Cat. Nothing of value was lost. Blender's very loud, actually. All right, let's go north or east. I don't even know. I guess we'll go north. You heard it just then? Yeah, it's really going. The bro blender is also very loud. Yeah, loud in our hearts. All right, what do we got here? We've got Steinwacht. No brothers we can recruit. There are war dogs here. Let's at least sell the strange meat, I guess, before it goes bad. To be fair, the troop currently looks like they went through a blender. Yeah, they kind of do. Does this game have a main objective, or is it open-ended? Not that either is bad. Yeah, no, I agree neither one is necessarily bad. This game is open-ended. So people sort of set their own objectives for the game, often tied to the legendary locations, since they're like static and they don't change. So a pretty common one would be setting an objective to do Black Monolith, which is just like a bog standard hard fight against some undead that you really can't gimmick your way out of. Like, you've got to reach a certain company strength. So doing Black Monolith by a certain number of days, that's you know, something I did for a while, but I certainly am not the first person to do it. I got that idea from others. What's your pure opinion of Heroes of Might and Magic? I think it's a fun series, and I do want to try the new Olden Era. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay. I always wonder why strange meat gets such a good selling price. Who's buying this? Street vendors who are going to mince and fry it, and people won't think twice because it's so good. It turns out that when you add just enough spices to your strange meat, you add plenty of cooking fat to get it nice and crispy, you toss it in a pita, you add some vegetables. Kind of good, actually. You want to like it? It seemed like something right up your alley, but you thought it was too disjointed. I mean, I think the Olden Era is going to specifically appeal to people who have played the older Heroes of Might and Magic games. Yeah, a combination of nostalgia and new mechanics, exactly. All right, I'm thinking about buying this padded leather that's here. And I'm considering even buying a war dog to replace the one we lost earlier. I really wish we could find more bros. But for now, the war dog will have to do. We're actually getting kind of close to setting up our phalanx. Happens at level 4. War Dog is better than a bro. It's stronger than a bro, but it doesn't gain experience. Alright, so let's put this shield back on. Actually, maybe, well, no. Leave it here. And we'll deal with these level ups later. I guess this one's probably going to be pretty straightforward. I'll probably just go with 9 lives. Have to imagine. 9 lives will pair well with Phalanx as well. It'll prevent the emergency, oh shit, damage got through moments when they're otherwise locked in a shield wall with their bros. Phalanx kind of needs you to have a certain squad size to be reasonable though. Doesn't suck experience either like a bad bro would. Well, that's true. But the bros, at least that we're able to recruit, are less expensive than the dogs. I cannot believe that after visiting all of these settlements, that we only found 2 total brothers that we could add to our squad. Only 2 total. Beggars, Cripples, and Refugees have been seen. That feels particularly unlikely. Another kennel. Wow. How many bros ideally in the Phalanx do you want? Smoothie delivery service. Incredible. Thank you, my love. There's some fun stuff going on here. There's like yogurt or whatever along the sides. Okay, that's good. Very good. Hey, Slurge, have you ever looked at the Paradox games? Oh man, I've got a buddy who's really into them and they look awesome. I've never played one. So I've looked at them. They must feed all our potential recruits to the dogs. Yeah, they must be. What a disaster. What a disaster. Let's see. I guess we'll just take this road north. The connection here is this way. Yeah, I guess so. You can get hundreds of hours of content out of Stellaris. Yeah, I know that I watched a friend of mine make some fun communist space shrimp. You know, normal stuff. Damn. Nothing we can do here either. I mean, we could do the hunting webnecks and then just cancel it for the 30 crowns. Man. This is rough. This is the roughest start we've had yet. Just unable to find brothers. Really sucks that we lost one. It was a bad brother, but still. You worked at Paradox back in the day? That's pretty cool, DDR Jake. A strawberry looking shake is delicious. Yeah, we've got, there's raspberries in here. Like frozen raspberries that are kind of, they might even be from not even last year's harvest, but the one before. They were collecting some freezer burn in the freezer, but the flavor's still definitely there. All right, we're gonna accept this contract, but we're gonna cancel it. And then we're gonna move on, I guess. I can't imagine we're gonna fight the webnects, unless it's like literally one. DDR Jake is a kick-ass streamer as well, love his content. Oh, really? Well, all right. Give him a follow. I'm not even gonna look. I was gonna say if it was like easy and convenient to see what the webnects had going on, I was gonna at least take a look. Because our contract scaling is gonna be so low now. 2 to 3. Honestly, 2 to 3 webnects is still too much for us though. Sadly. Well. Oh, we can put this thick tunic on. Goblin Raider's super spooky. I guess we're going to make our way back up to Rheinberg and we'll check it again to see if we've got new recruits there. Vice is Vice, or I don't know how we would pronounce this. That one's going to be, yeah, threatening. Dangerous. Too dangerous for us to go see. Goblin Raiders are chasing after us, but if we give them a peasant snack... Uh-oh. Well, what a convenient human shield we found to join us. What a convenient human shield. Mango, why are you on the floor here whimpering? You followed mom down to deliver the smoothie and you're stuck? Hey bud, do you need to sit on my lap? Do you need up here? Hi, hi, hello, hi. Hey bud. Hey sweet boy. Okay. Yes, hi. Mango, I'm a little busy. You just need some chest rubs? Okay. He just needs some chest rubs. Alright, head on up to mom. Alright. Go ahead. He might need an escort. He gets scared to go through the hallway alone, which sounds ridiculous. There he goes. There he goes. And speaking of going, we're gonna go ahead and skedaddle here. Find a lad hiding beneath an upturned wheelbarrow. Light work for the goblins, yeah, and I hope there's not like a town in here that we're just missing. That would be unfortunate, but we're not really gonna be able to check that out, are we? So we'll just go to Rheinberg. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. These thieves are gonna be stationary, right? Okay. Just go ahead and scooch right on past them. Weird that event fired right next to the goblins. That did feel too close, didn't it? Like an event shouldn't fire when you're near a hostile unit. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I don't know if it's because they're like inactive since we had just retreated. It might be that an event can fire still if that unit can't act. After 12 hours at university, you can finally sit down and watch some Battle Brothers. Hey, hope it was a productive day at least. All right, they want us to do a courier to Dunkelwald. Actually, I guess I will accept this contract and do it. That sounds like a good one. So let's cancel this one. Accept this one. And hopefully, fingers crossed, deliver it there. Oh yeah, so these thieves are here, but they're like fake. They're ones that were generated from a contract that we canceled. This is so janky. This whole campaign start has been a disaster. Today's stream has just been a disaster. Sitting at 4 bros. All right, Salamander Fest. What do you got for us? Any new beggars, cripples, or refugees? Of course not. Run Dregs Group 4. It's a crippling experience. Yeah, it's been pretty rough. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we just continue on to Dunkelwald. And I suppose we'll check out these towns that we didn't get to see earlier up here. And then we'll go to Hardened and then take a boat to the south, maybe to Dahab, and check out the other southern towns to try to look for recruits there. I don't think I've ever seen a town named Salamander Festa before. Yeah, I don't think I have either. I mean, I probably have. I'm sure I have. But I'm gonna be honest, this challenge looks absolutely miserable. You've seen nothing. Yeah, game, give us some guys already? No kidding. This is ridiculous. This is definitely the worst. This is some torturous. Ooh, let's see. Oh, come on. The torture continues. No town run is harder, much harder. This one doesn't, like I said at the very beginning of the stream, this one does not have like external pressure breathing down our neck. If we lose, it's because I messed up and I'm my own worst enemy. So we could accept the contract to do the armed courier to Weissenhaven. What we could do is just walk up to Hatland, take the boat down to Weissenhaven, and then probably take a little puddle jumper to Dahab, and then explore south. I do want to check out these northern cities as well. I mean, I'm assuming, right? There's gonna be some stuff up here past this road. We could go and search for the golden goose. Nah, that's too unlikely. Ammo's super cheap here. I am almost tempted to buy a stack. Boy, that is really tempting. I think we found the best place for recruits has been the south. It was last run, yeah. Extremely cheap padded leather as well. Do they like us here? They do. Ancient statue is 24 to 29 tiles away. If that had told us something about the golden goose, hey, maybe. We've got good armors. Like, we have really good armors. And I am going to go the north to south route. So we're going to walk up to Hatland. Taking a boat is cheap because we've got so few brothers. We're able to... Ah! You know, maybe we walk there directly. Your bones tell you if we go north, we'll find a beaten and captured cripple who will tell you he's the guardian of kings. Probably. All right, so I guess we're gonna walk there directly. We're not gonna go north and take that boat. Some cute little spooters forced our hand. Yeah, spooters decided you're not going north. They did. They did. They made up our mind for us. That was very kind and generous. Thank you, spiders, for easing our decision burden. Forest Road looks so scary. Yeah, it does. Oh boy. All right, so these nomads are going to attack the caravan, and we just going to scooch right on by. Thank you, caravan, for your service. Okay, we got some briggies here on the side of the road, who are, of course, going to chase us. But that's all right. Would you look at that? More caravans doing us a favor. Now, unfortunately, we are arriving at dusk. Dusk is the night. And so... Shoot. Do we risk the camp? Oh, there's absolutely no chance. 4 cripples, 2 dogs. I don't know. I mean, it's one. Nah, I don't think there's any possibility of that. Most likely. We've at least got good armors now, which helps. But no, I think we've got to wait for daytime. Check for recruits. Take the boat to Dahab. Check it for recruits, because, you know, boat travel is instantaneous. It's not really a boat, it's a teleporter. And then we'll take this this road east, looking at the southern cities. If the camp to the northwest spawned when you only had 3 bros, maybe you can do it. I mean, we had 3 bros and we had terrible renown. It's still pretty unlikely. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's more likely than I'm thinking, though. You might be onto something. Dahub? I don't know. Maybe we look. We can see what's at the camp, at the ruined hut, and then we just run away. So let's go ahead and take our level up here. I think on Slurgy, we're going to go ahead and grab 9 lives, as previously mentioned. And let's take the hit point roll, probably. Worth a check at the very least. I think it's worth a check. It's worth a check. And the Chaucer here. Man, I wish he weren't a dastard, because what I would love to do is give him a shield and have him kind of do what Good Boy George is doing right now and give him one with a shield. Especially since his offensive stats are bad. I'm almost kind of tempted to do it anyway. Hell, I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. We really can't have the... No, I think I can't do that. Yeah, small target is another good option. Small target is pretty good right now in this exact moment too, with the pitchfork that we've got in hand. It's a good way for us to get armors. No, there's no way. That camp up there is going to be brigands. We know for certain, I think. Small target in the one with the shield is pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to go small target into Phalanx on a bunch of bros. Like Phalanx on the next level, on level 4. I'm going to get the fatigue, especially if we got the dog. We'll take a peek at this camp, but I think almost for certain we're not going to end up doing it. Do I let it become daytime? Oh yeah, there's no way. Nope. Yeah. We looked. We checked, right? We checked. Still just this one clown here. Cool. Alright, let's go to the hub. And I'm assuming... Ooh! A brother! Be still, my heart. Be still, my heart. A beggar is here. Wonderful. Okay. Chad or a sad boy? Any brother is a Chad to us right now. And everything is super expensive, I think because they hate us. Mm-hmm. And it turns out this is actually Behenotos. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, hell yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna curse him. There's something I'm gonna type in his title here. Now keep in mind, just as a side note, for those who are coming to this from vanilla, it is often recommended, like backline sword lance as a build, and it's not like it's awful, but I don't recommend it. It's not awful, but it's not not something you should just do by default because you've got a brother with good offensive potential. Anyway, we've got a low roll in melee skill, which does suck, right? It sucks. We don't like that. But he's got the 2 talent stars, and he's got 2 talent stars in fatigue, and he's got all the perk groups that we need, right? So polearm and powerful strikes are both excellent, and you know, killing frenzy could be pretty good here. Killing frenzy is good here. Average ending melee skill at 92 is 92 at level 11. Seems good enough. Yeah, I mean, promise potential is going to make all of the things seem crazy at level 11. It will always be good enough at pretty much anything, right? You add 15 to any number, or like base stats to any brother, and it's like, of course it's going to be good. But here at level 1, what do we give him? I kind of think we set him up like this. At least initially. Okay. All characters have base defense 15 after potential. Yeah, right? It's crazy. Well, not necessarily. We could have a brother with, I'm trying to think. Is it only cocky that reduces melee skill? Okay, huge. I'm sure that a refugee could be huge. So we could have a huge refugee with negative starting melee defense. I don't think cocky is probably possible. That was the initial thing I was thinking, but I suspect that these backgrounds can't be cocky. I kind of want to do this armed courier to Wolfheiden. But I'm not going to. I'm going to walk south. Huge cocky after potential is still 5 base. Yeah. So tempted by that contract, but I think we just need to find brothers. Like, please, nomads, leave me alone. I'm just a poor beggar. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it in this world. I'm trying to get by. So let's get them tied up in the hills that we're running through. And we'll run around. The poor robbing the even poorer. Huge cocky, you say? Five brothers now. From now it's going to be super easy. Yeah. How'd our newest brother roll? He did okay. He's going to be a sword lancer. Hey, made it there before nighttime. And, oh yeah, cripple. You love to see it. Obtain artifact. So these obtain artifacts, you can obtain the artifact and then just run away. Seems good. Seems good. Expensive cripple. Yeah, he is expensive. Comes with this very expensive knife. So we're gonna do this obtain artifact contract. Who knows? Maybe we'll even complete it. And let's see what our new brother's like. Oh. Antiwian. Did we just find our banner? I think we did. Cool. This is the highest resolve we're ever going to see, basically. Right? Does he have rally? No. None of the backgrounds can have rally. None of them. Though, after Promised Potential, you do get a random shared perk group, right? So when you get Realized Potential, you'll get a random shared perk group. From the random shared perk groups, there does exist the possibility, I think, I can't imagine any are excluded, that we could get Leadership. If we get Leadership, then we get Rally. Now, it's there. I don't know. But yeah, this brother's crazy. He's got extremely low melee skill, which is too bad. But like, whatever. It's fine. And yeah, arrow screen banner with anticipation is not awful. Though we're gonna have a bunch of a big phalanx in this run, so not as necessary, I don't think. 59 base? 59 base, that's true. Let's be optimistic. Let's be optimistic. 59 base. Technically, a brother with 3 stars in resolve could end up higher resolve, but not likely. Oh yeah, technically. Like it's, don't get me wrong, we could easily find another brother with higher. And we can potentially, if that happens, somehow decide to do something different with Antiwian. But at the moment, I think it's a pretty solid plan. So, we're gonna say he's our banner. That's gonna be the plan. Wonderful. Honestly, just having one more bro feels really nice. Thoughts on buying the holy water? Oh boy. That's awfully expensive. But that said, it's gonna be like a practically nothing camp, right? And that's a guaranteed kill on 1 skeleton. And it's direct HP damage, which means that, especially if it's like an auxiliary, that it's a guaranteed helmet. Oh man. What an interesting idea. Shouldn't it be temp banner to prevent an unfortunate incident? That's true. Yeah, we'll bring out different weapons. All right, like we'll grab bludgeons. So we'll get 150 crowns for completion. So it's like the completion bonus is actually less than the Blessed Water, but man, what an interesting idea. It's pretty inexpensive here too. And it still does the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay. You've convinced me, I'm convinced. What's the range on it? 3 tiles, okay. Yeah, just wanted to be sure. We've got 2 dogs, the Blessed Water. I mean, I think we do have this, right? And I might still keep these pitchforks here. They're not good damage, but they are maybe useful for pushing, right? I think that's It's possible. It's possible we want to do that with it. Okay, actually, I feel kind of good about this. It's going to be nighttime when we get there. Is that a problem? What's going to be our vision at night? That's still good enough. Maybe pocket sticks. I think if we end up letting enemies in melee here, I think it's a mistake. That said, it is better than the... Like, they're gonna have enough fatigue, so it's fine. Let's give them pocket sticks. Opportunity cost for doing so is very low. Oh, and I wonder if Plaguebird should be the one to throw the water. Because he's got this injury, he's not gonna like do anything in this fight. He's pretty use impaired. But he can still release a dog, and he can still throw some water. No spears? Not against Ancient Dead, no. I could wait the hot minute for it to become morning. I think I do. I care about seeing stuff. All right. 46 Ancient Auxiliaries. They're going to be running down to here. We're going to throw some holy water, splash a little water on them bones. Not too much for shields. Still feels like an awful lot. But if we get a good water splash... Let's go ahead and pull out the shield. I think we're going to want that. And no splash. This is pretty spooky. So these two are going to get to go before Plaguebird, and I have a feeling, because of the fact that he's a ranged unit, they are actually going to run all the way to here. Which is bad. And honestly, the one we hit with the Flask of Blessed Water is not... I don't know. Not that useful. This might be... RIP. Unfortunately. Flee? No, I think that's the thing is like... Right now, I didn't expect this guy to move forward. I think we're not able to flee, right? Because what I think is going to happen is these two are going to run all the way up. If they don't, then we can potentially still flee. But we're going to wait on these first four in the turn order. But I think these two are actually going to run up to here and engage. No, I think it'll only be three. I think it'll only be three. So we've got the two dogs, we've got reasonable armors, and we can maybe push them off of Plaguebird. It's bad. It's not unwinnable, but I like it. It feels pretty bad. So we're gonna wait with these first four, but... Yeah, okay. That's sort of what I expected. Now, this guy is gonna die next turn. You can make a choke point with the wall to the south. I mean, no, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I knew this guy, well, I suspected this guy would run up and lock us in melee before that opportunity, right? Now, it still might be an option, depending on where these other units go, to like push and scoot one more turn, but we'll see. Now we can't. We can't push the enemy anymore. And I don't really want to release a dog here. That's not very useful. I mean, maybe I do it anyway. I mean, I think we're stuck. Like, we are fighting. I'm not gonna run with 3 brothers. I really don't want to release a dog here. This kind of defeats the purpose of the holy water. Like, it's gonna attack this one. Probably? I think that's probably what it'll do. We really want the dog to attack this one. Oh, this sucks. So we're going to see if we can get the kill here. If we can get the kill with Slurgy, we can bring up Behenotos onto this hex. God, that's awful. But he'll be able to shield wall, I guess. And Slurgy's got 9 lives, which makes me a little tempted to move him here. He'll only be able to be engaged by 1 enemy with a shield. This gives him an attack that isn't crowded. I guess alternative plan, Behenotos here and put the dog down. Oh boy. Send Good Boy George here and do a regular attack. Got it. So Antiwian. We'll just do regular attacks here. Just get him killed. All it takes is 1. All we needed was 1. So still not able to kill this auxiliary even if we hit it, because we've got a like a piercing weapon. But we could get it low enough. We could get this one low enough so the dog could finish it off. Fractured elbow on, yeah, this fractured elbow is nice. That's true. We could put our jabs on the ground and punch him. Like next turn. So he's gonna die after his turn anyway. Like after he goes. Because of the blessed water. So maybe I just stop doing attacks on him. Since I can't one-shot him. Well, is that even true? I guess, are fists a blunt weapon? Was that a stupid question? Yeah, they are. So actually, we could put him in punching range. Oh, that feels awfully desperate, doesn't it? Missed anyway. That's bad. So Good Boy George is in a terrible spot here. So if we don't wait, we're faster than them. So I do still want to do 1 attack here. So here I should probably go for the stun. I don't know. Nice to catch Thursday live. I'm watching the Impossible Challenge series. Oh, on attempt. Yeah. That was something. At least it's only broken swords around him. The broken swords are better than you'd think, though. You would think they would be not very good. But, like, this damage is not... Like, that's really high, actually. Anyway, we're probably doomed after these 2 go. I think they're just going to kill someone. We could go for a stun here, but I kind of don't want to. I think we got a high roll and just hope for hits. Yeah, we hit him in the head. Yeah, this is going terribly. Hit him in the head. That's terrible. The dog's probably dead. This is bad. Yeah, we're missing everything. Yeah. Yeah, we're doomed. This attempt was legitimately, like, I don't know what I could have done differently. This one was actually challenging. Like, I don't know. We just like didn't see brothers. I guess I should put him into attack range for one attack. And we got a shield wall. We've got like the same hit chance we do, right around 50. I think we've missed almost every single attack. And it was already going to be a tough fight. The fact that we've missed every single attack is just kind of nail in the coffin. So I kind of feel like I should push here to at least not let this guy get a kill. At least on that turn, right? We keep hitting him in the head. What a disaster. What a disaster. What a stupid fight. Honestly, this one's kind of tilting, right? Because I don't feel like I made any like mistakes really. Not that I can think of. Like the previous runs ended because of mistakes. This one, like, what was I gonna do here? I guess I just should have just not taken the fight. I should have just run. Like not thrown the holy water in the first place because it was 6 enemies. But I feel like we were so far behind. Like I just wanted to get something started. It's kind of stupid. The fact that we visited that many towns and didn't see a single recruitable brother is stupid. Think we shouldn't have brought the holy water? Probably not. Yeah, I agree with that. Probably just should not have bought the holy water at all, and then just like planned on running. Well, there we go. Yeah. Slurgy last man standing, lore accurate. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a funny, I was thinking earlier how I would do a funny gimmick. How if I died on the battlefield, what I was gonna do was this. And then that, like as a funny joke. But I forgot. So I ruined it. Just know I was planning on being funny. You can all laugh now. Boy, do I dare start a new queue though? I feel like I should start a new one. But then maybe it'll just work. Maybe the queue will just work. Because maybe it works right when you start it. Let's try. What a disaster. This is stupid. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Maybe it'll just start working while I do that. And then we'll figure it out. We'll get a new run started. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, I guess I should stop.